his back. Your thoughts?
Well, the president's fundamental problem is he will not acknowledge that we're fighting a hostile ideology that's waging a war against the United States, and therefore he doesn't have a comprehensive strategy to deal with. He's playing what the Clinton administration used to call whack-a-mole. You have a problem with ISIS in Iraq and Syria, you fight them there. You have a problem with terrorism in the United States, you deal with it there. ISIS, in the meantime, while maybe losing territory in Iraq, is gaining territory across North Africa and the Middle East. It's conducting more terrorist operations. On net, ISIS is not losing.
Something he said that actually I thought was disturbing. He said ISIL, that's his name for ISIS. Maybe it's correct. He says, ISIL can't defeat the United States. And I thought to myself, what does he mean by that? We have attacks here in the United States. We have attacks in Belgium, in Paris. What does he mean, like man for man on the battlefield? Because, there's a lot. You tell the families of the dead people that, something that ISIS can't defeat the United States. I just, they're killing every day.
Yeah. Well, it's that is the point he is making there is that ISIS is not an existential threat like an exchange of nuclear salvos in the Cold War would have been. But to the dead, innocent civilians that ISIS has caused, that is an existential threat. And it's the job of the president not simply to keep America from being defeated in a world war, but to keep its citizens safe every day. And that's where he's failed.
Well, I look at ISIS a lot like a malignant cancer. And it's metastasized all over the globe like the body. If you get chemotherapy right in the beginning, like when it's sitting in Syria, and you give the chemotherapy, chances are you're going to win it. But once it's metastasized all over the globe, and all over the, like a cancer, it's really hard to kill.
Well, it's getting harder and harder, and that's why the slow roll strategy against ISIS in Syria and Iraq is having such profound consequences worldwide. Even if we could defeat them there, ISIS has now gained enough time to redeploy its headquarters somewhere else, and it's got thousands of operatives and recruiting more over the internet every day in Western Europe and the United States. So that threat is out there, and we're simply not paying adequate attention to it.
I think another problem we have on the horizon, I may be wrong about this, but in Turkey, Erdogan has issued a warrant for the Islamic cleric who lives here in Pennsylvania once more. He thinks that was part of the coup. And whether or not the United States surrenders this Islamic cleric to Turkey, I'm assuming he'll get killed if he gets surrendered. But the problem is if we don't surrender him, do we get denied rights to that base that we're using to fire airstrikes on in Syria?
Look, Erdogan is taking Turkey in a direction that reverses 100 years of Turkish history, the efforts post-Ottoman Empire to create a secular state. He's trying to make it into an Islamist state. I don't have any brief for this fellow Fethullah Gulen. He's trying to extradite.
The guy here in Pennsylvania.
Exactly, accused of fomenting the coup. But this is part of Erdogan's political purge of the entire opposition in Turkey. So I'd be extraordinarily skeptical of granting that request. And if Erdogan, as you suggest, correctly, I think, threatens us in Incirlik or in some way undercuts his NATO obligations, then I think it's going to be a severe blow to the alliance, and it's one reason why we wanted a secular Turkey to be part of NATO, not an Islamist Turkey.
Well, I think this puts us in a very awkward position.
It's going to be very hard.
Ambassador, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And the Trump train roaring down the tracks for months, but is now derailing a little bit this week. How can Trump get his campaign headed in the right direction? Karl Rove is standing by to go on the record.
Empire makes it so easy that you just don't